second episode of Outsource the Ordinary. I'm Abdul Wahab, and today we are going to be busting the biggest misconception about outsourcing. It's a sneaky way to save money. Obi is back with us. Welcome, Obi.
Thank you. I'm really excited to be here to break this myth, and especially when it is as stubborn as it is.
Let's talk about how people think outsourcing is about cost cutting. Why is that the common mindset?
Well, it is a common mindset, but really the focus has to be on the value. Where does the value lie? Is it about cost cutting? In my perspective, the real value lies in access to global talent, access to talent that's available, expertise that's available for the duration that you need it, rather than having somebody full time. That's the real value. And yes, cost cutting is a side effect. We need to be chasing values, which is the access to global talent, rather than chasing cost cutting. Cost cutting will automatically follow. And I've seen those projects, those clients who've really been successful in successfully implementing outsourcing with us are those who have this mindset of focusing on the value of access rather than costs.
Instead of asking how we can spend less, shouldn't we be thinking about who can do it better than us rather than hiring an entire department?
Correct, absolutely. Who can do it better in less time than us? And the people who can do it better in less time are the ones who are doing it day in, day out, who've developed an expertise and process around the delivery of a certain objective or a process, whatever that may be. And that's really how to structure any department or how to consider any department for outsourcing. Other values, other benefits will follow.
So it's like Netflix. Like you get access to premium content, but without having to own a studio.
Yeah, I'm a good example, or hiring a crew every time, absolutely. You get the expertise, you don't have to have all the liabilities.
So it's like a plug and play talent.
Absolutely, and not just at the start of a project, but even when a project ends, there are no difficult conversations to be had because there is an organization taking care of that talent and they've got opportunities elsewhere. The professional development of those colleagues or that talent continues with us.
So outsourcing is about growth, not filling gaps.
Absolutely, and also about reducing the risk for any organization in terms of having a payroll that's just growing heavier day by day, and you're trying to figure out where to keep people because you want to avoid difficult conversations and not having ample growth opportunities for those people. With organizations like us, who've got multiple clients in multiple countries, there are always opportunities to ensure that the talent is utilized, and as professionals, they're also feeling the growth, going through a growth momentum in their careers.
So it's outcome greater than headcount.
Absolutely, it's about focusing on deliverables, output and results, rather than headcount.
Obi, I did some digging. athGADLANG outsourced its own operations. Why?
Walk the talk. Essentially, like many other consultants, we were also guilty of preaching others and not following it ourselves, till a point came that we were like, let's kind of do it in our organization itself. And as a result, we created our business process outsourcing hubs and brought in the departments dealing with marketing, human resource, talent acquisition, business development, and our own internal finance. And we saw the value that comes with a centralization, applying the same processes and policies across the whole organization. And touch wood, we're an organization that's spread over multiple countries. And now we're in a position to preach what we're practicing because we've walked our talk and we've got a very good case study of how it's been successful.
That's powerful. Most companies outsource when they're struggling, but in athGADLANG's scenario, it was to avoid burnout?
It was actually part of our growth philosophy and growth strategy. It's part of our vision where we want to grow 10 times over the next 8 years and provide services not just in the Middle East but globally in North America, in Europe, in Australia. So really, we had to invest and create a business process outsourcing hub where the right talent, the right expertise existed, and it could cater to the world's demands.
And kept the team sane. Let's play a game, Obi, cheap or smart. I'll throw scenarios at you, and then you can tell us whether it's a cheap move or a smart move. Hiring offshore juniors to write 30 blogs a week.
I'd say cheap because you'll save some bucks, but you'll be crying later as you lose the brand voice.
Fractional CFO for a 3-month restructure.
Smart because you get the expertise for a duration that you really needed in terms of restructuring.
Outsourcing support for a product launch spike.
Definitely smart unless you want all of the team to resign collectively during the spike and pressure period.
What about outsourcing CEO coffee runs?
Well, let me know once that startup begins and launches. I'll definitely be interested. For now, no.
And that's a wrap. If you're still thinking outsourcing as a discount tactic, then think again. Thank you, Obi, for sharing your insights.
Thank you so much for the opportunity, Wahab. I just end by saying that outsourcing has to be considered as part of the strategy, part of a long-term game, part of a long-term objective, and not a cost-cutting hack. If the mindset is right there, things will fall correctly in place.
Please subscribe to our channel and outsource your excuses.